friends. Let's get ready for bed together. 10 months post breast reduction. I get messages probably daily, if not several a day. How are your scars looking? Do you regret it? Do you not regret it? How's the healing? Even now, and I realized I got a message earlier and I was like, I have not talked about this in months, just honestly because there's not much to talk about. A lot goes into it, and then like the first 2 weeks, and then kind of not much. But I don't care to like shit. I think as someone who nursed 4 babies, had a lot of questions, I don't mind sharing, and so I was like, I really should do that. I should share with you guys for those who are interested. So, all right, let's make some turmeric. Adam just brought me up. Look at the cutest mug. It says Going Bananas on it, and it has little bananas with glasses. So this is 6 ounces of hot water just from the Keurig, and a good splash of sugar-free coffee creamer. You could also use any sort of oat milk, almond milk, whatever you like to cream things with. I personally do not like turmeric on its own. I think it's a little too spicy for me. It has like ginger, cayenne pepper. It's like if you've ever had a vanilla chai latte, but if you sweeten it and put a little bit of creamer with this, it is so delicious. So I love this turmeric because it has magnesium, helps calm you. It's amazing before bed. This is just a completely empty eyeliner, and I just haven't thrown it away. And I think I've used this, I don't know, probably 10 times to stir. It's just ended up being my stir stick. I'll just rinse it off and I'll probably use it again. I need to like keep a spoon up here or something, or like a little frother. I absolutely love frothing this, but I don't know where my frother is. So this is the best we've got. I'll just whisk fast. Hi, how's it going? Drop a 1 if you're watching the live, and a 2 if you're watching the replay. Share this video, comment share below. We're gonna do skincare. I have some new Ebby stuff to unpack, and then I thought I would just use this time to like do skincare, and we could talk about like all the reduction, and really the biggest thing is, I think that you guys want to know, is scars. Just because that is the question that I get so much. Like, this is so good. So turmeric is good for inflammation. It's really good if you have like your stiffness in your muscles, or if your joints are bothering you, any sort of inflammation in your body. This also has ashwagandha in it, which is great for calming your nerves, just soothing, just the best night's rest. If you've taken the turmeric, drop below like your results with this. But it just makes you feel really relaxed. When my kids are like worked up about something, we'll make this. I'll pour it over ice for them. They like it cold. I really like it. Good little bedtime routine. Okay, so hello. All right, I got a new Ebby stuff, and we'll unbox that together. We'll just go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm not gonna be, this will be incredibly G-rated for educational purposes, literally only. But just to help, like, and if this is like, I do not want to see this girl's scars, then just hop back on in like 1 minute. So just wearing an Ebby bra. You can also see how these fit on. This is the size large. It is really like smoothing in the back. I wear them because they're very comfortable. If you do get a reduction or implants or anything like that, then you do want to wear something supportive. I love this and their sheer bras because there's no underwire, so you don't get any like where your chest can get like deformed, you know, because it's all as it heals. So I'll show you on my side. So that is my scar. We're 10 months out, and we'll just very carefully. I had a scar straight down the middle. You can, that's it, like it's right there. You can barely see it. And then I had a scar completely underneath. So the way they cut me, I had very low chest. They had to raise my chest up 7 inches. So I nursed for about 7 years, different children, but over a long amount of time. So they raised it up and gave me a lift and a reduction. I did get an implant because I had like a 300cc implant that's up here because I just had no tissue, like no muscle at all. It was complete like rib cage. And so you don't have to get that. I'm still much smaller than I was before I got it done. But my scar is a circle around, straight down, and underneath. And as you can see, like I literally same thing on this side. I'm at 10 months, and I mean, I was cut completely across, and like there's a full scar, and you cannot see it. Like if you're close enough, you might be able to be like, I think that's where it was. Okay, I got a lot of questions on what did I use for scars. I have gone through bottles of heel oil from Pomifera, very affordable. I started using this after my 2 weeks, whenever I was like closed shut. I will say my doctor used something called Closex. I saw Dr. Daddy K from Southern Surgical Arts in Chattanooga. If you ever do use them, if you tell them my name, they did offer my customers or friends, follower, whatever you wanna. They were like, that you guys could get a discount, but this is in no way trying to promote, although I think he's amazing. But just telling you, like, if you need something, it is helpful that they give a discount. So they used Closex, which was like, I even have some, they're from Amazon, but, and they may have gotten theirs from Amazon, I have no idea, but it's like these claspy things, that are plastic, sticky, and you put them on and then you pull the tabs and it goes like, whoop. So they did internal stitching, and then they used these like modern technology sutures. So I didn't have actual physical like whip stitch type thing. So even at a month, it was like I no longer was looking like Frankenstein. Things I wish I had known were, I did not recognize my body after, and like it was like the first time I saw myself, I did not realize. If you imagined like you're teaching a 2nd grader how to sew, and you give them like a white sheet and a pepperoni, and they like try sewing that together, and they're like, here you go. At 3 to 5 days, that's what you look like. And I literally almost puked when I first saw, because I was like, what have I done? Like they were low, but they at least weren't terrifying. And so everyone assured me like, trust the process, it gets better. It did. Like they look totally normal. I will say you never see like areolas because of stickers or because it's the internet. I do have a white scar. My skin just turned white because of the scar right around where they did do the incision. And they also do your incision where it makes everything smaller because they're having to shrink everything in. So there is a little fine white line that over time I think probably will lighten even more, but it's just light, and it might always be there, and it's totally fine. It doesn't bother me, but I didn't even know that was a thing because you never see it. So this is just my experience. I know other people have had other experiences. I know some people have had really amazing, some people have had really awful. So I'm just going to tell you like my experience, just because there are a lot of messages about it, and I just want to be, I don't know, I said from the beginning, like, hey, do you guys want me to share this? And people were interested. And so the pain level from a reduction as well and a lift was much harder. Like it was probably 6 or 8 weeks before I could really lift Veda, even though I was like off restrictions. It just was painful. Like doing that with a toddler was a little hard. My first week, I could not even like get my own underwear on. I did have like a really bad iron, like low iron thing, and so I don't know if that's why I was so fatigued and sore, but I will say for me, the pain was worse than I expected. I'd expected it to be bad, and then my first couple days, like I did have to take pain medicine when you needed it, like for the first few days, and then by I think a week and a half, like I think day 9, I drove for the first time, and that made me really sore. I didn't realize like how much you use, and I didn't drive far. So just realistic expectations on what you can do. I've also had friends who have only gotten just implants or who have gotten a lift, and they're like, no, I was back at it. I was at a field trip 4 days out, and that was not my experience. So also that because I had implants that they sat up high for a while, and it did take a little bit for them to drop. And now, I mean, I feel like they're probably where they're supposed to be. But overall, I do not regret that I got it done. My chest was very heavy. My back hurt all the time. And really it just affected a lot of how I felt about myself. Like, kind of feeling like you're always having to like fold them up and scoop them in, or wearing a t-shirt even around my own house. Like I was almost like about this much higher than my belly button. So I just didn't feel like, and this, I just had nursed a lot. They were just stretched out, really worn out. So that is like what my experience was. I did use like stuff to like take the sticky stuff off, and then I started with this, and honestly, at this point, I probably maybe twice a week. But for the first 4 or 5 months, I used the heel oil like religiously, like morning, night. And then once they started fading, I guess I just kind of quit worrying about it as much. I also used that when I was pregnant with Veda for scars, like stretch marks and stuff. And so that would be something good. If you have a lot of bruising, you can get, oh, why can I not think of the name? Starts with an A. Somebody please help me. You guys are geniuses in the comments. And you can, what do you take? Arnica. Oh my gosh. Arnica. So you can get that off of Amazon, and you can take Arnica, and it is really great to help with bruising. So because I did have like a lot of bruising, and I don't really heal super fast, and maybe that's why my pain was like worse than other people. I'm not sure, or maybe it's normal, but Arnica helped with bruising, and so I took that, and I want to say it was around $7. What type of bra did you wear? So I did wear Ebby bras. I actually came into the office with one on because it had no underwire, and my doctor liked it so much that he contacted them for them to be able to sell it in their office. So I ordered bras that were several sizes bigger than what I was, and I stepped into them, but that was kind of like after my 2 or 3 weeks. Before that, I used the ones that just clasped, and it was easy because anybody, Lexi, Adam, whoever, could just snap it, and it lifted or supported, but it was kind of loose enough, and I just felt like everything stayed in place. Again, your doctor might recommend something, but they have been great. And then I love to sleep in these. Like, I don't want all that hard work to just gravity take place, so I do sleep in them. They are very, very comfy. I wear them to Pilates. I wear them all the time. I do have a discount code for Ebby as well in the description of the video, but I used Ebby bras, and then now I don't really need probably as much tight support, but I love the sheer. I feel like I'm doing a bad job talking and trying to talk about products at the same time. You guys let me know if you have questions. I just don't want to miss kind of like keynote or key points, because I know that there's just a lot of questions. I literally would just take the heel oil, I would put it on my scars, I put it all over, and then I would also take it and like when you have extra in your hands, and I would do lymphatic massaging like this down, because I wanted all that swelling to go down, and I would like rub and go down. And so, because that's how your body natural lymphatic system is. So Is this helpful at all? That is how, like, that's how, I mean, just simply just something like that I was insecure about, that I wanted to do. And this is kind of how it's been. I'm so sorry I haven't done more updates. I felt like the first 2 weeks there was a lot of this is how I'm feeling, this is what's going on, and then maybe even once at like a month. And then it was kind of like you forget it even happened, other than you're just like slathering up. Okay, I went in with retinol first. I used green retinol face elixir from Olavita. It is the F82. And then I am putting on Palmifera's Plump. This has hyaluronic acid in it. It tightens and shrinks your pores. It is great for like stimulating collagen. I've been using this for about 3 years probably now. I love the way my skin looks. I FaceTimed my dad tonight. He was like talking to Beta, and he was like, "Do you have any makeup on?" And I was like, "No, like we just got out of the pool." And he was like, "Your skin, like you look younger and younger every time I see you." And I was like, "Thanks, Dad." And he was like, "No, seriously, your skin looks really good." And I was like, "Well, my skin must be skinning for my dad to notice while he's at the laundromat what my skin's looking like." But I really do like it. I love Palmifera. I've been using them for years. I did over the last couple months add in just a few things from Olavita that I felt like Palmifera did not have, like a retinol and like an eye cream. But overall, I use the Palmifera line with like 1 or 2 little things here or there from other places. But I absolutely love it. How long did it take for your skin to adjust to that retinol? None. Like I've had no like de-shedding. I haven't had, other than my skin just looks really clear. And sometimes in the morning when I like, you know, do this, I'll notice like, oh, maybe like a little bit of shedding, but nothing like if you've ever had an actual peel type experience. So, all right. Then I'm gonna go into using this. This is Brighten. It improves your skin's just tone, overall tone. So if you have redness, if you have any sort of uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation, a little bit of vitamin C serum. I love theirs because it's combined with vitamin E as well, and it says it increases effects 20 times greater than an ordinary vitamin C serum. So I almost panned over to you and I just looked. He is laying in front of the air conditioner in his undies, like looking like he's about to fall asleep. I'm so glad I looked before I did that. Okay, and then I use Palmifera Pure at night. If your skin is ultra dry, you could mix it with a face cream or on its own, but this is microbacterial, it's antibacterial, it's antifungal. It is proven, the Palmifera oil is proven to be amazing for deep wrinkles and sunspots. So they have 2 different types, Palmifera Pure Oil and Palmifera Palmifera Pure and Palmifera Rose. So Palmifera Rose is a blend that has eucalyptus, lavender, coriander. It's a blend rose of things, and then this is just Palmifera Pure. Not one is better than the other necessarily. It's just the actual Palmifera part of this is really good for those fine lines and deep wrinkles. So you could totally use oils at night, moisturizer in the morning. Yes, Tony, you could use, I mean, really, if you're in a hurry, like if you just want your skin to feel really moisturized, just use Pure, you know, and run out the door. You could use as little or as much. I absolutely love using these before my makeup because they don't make it to where my makeup doesn't go on smooth. They don't leave any sort of oily residue, the Plump and Brighten, but I feel like it makes my pores really tight before I put my makeup on. So if you have something you love from Pomifera, drop it below just so people can know, like, this is my skin type, this is what I use. It is really like really good. I used to have dark spots on my face. I have pictures from where you could see like dark spot, like a lot of dark spots. I don't have dark spots like really at all anymore. Like truly, there really is fantastic. So I'm gonna put Pomifera Pure. My skin is drier here, and so I'm just gonna mix it with a moisturizer. So I'm gonna use the FO7 face cream. I really like the way these two look together. I've tried the Pomifera Pure with Pomifera's moisturizer, and I think we talked about this before, but I feel like their moisturizer is really runny. I don't know. I will always give you my honest review of it, but I like that this one is thick. So, but I also don't really use this one on its own. So I would say if you're gonna pair these together, it's a perfect match, but I don't know. But this is my experience. So, Luella, that is such a cute name. You're 73 and love it all. I get more, before and after pictures, more like, I cannot believe I waited this long to try it. I get more like, this has changed my life. I feel so good in my skin. Like, than anything I've ever sold, ever, anything I've ever used. It is, Pomifera is like just a gem. It fits European standards. It's all natural. I absolutely love their products, and they're very affordable. So I use their Erase Pre-Cleanser. It's under $20. It's like 18 bucks. Some of their oils are in the $25 to $35 price range, but they do not disappoint. So I absolutely love, don't forget your neck, love these. Yes, Pomifera Pure is awesome for dark spots. Marsha said she had some really dark ones and it has lightened them a lot. She loves Plump. And the Brighten, okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. I would say my skin looked pretty decent before, but when you put that on, like pure oil, oh my gosh, it's like your skin has bounce to it. So it was the Olavita FO7. It's the anti-aging. I put all the links in the description of the video, but I'll try to go slow over what I used. So the green retinol, it's the F82 and the FO7 from Olavita. I love this. And then a few times a week I will use, it's from Pomifera, but it's like a jellyfish peptide. It comes in a pen. It's in my makeup bag because I used it in there last. I don't use that one every day because it is on the pricier side, but I have some lines on my neck, and that's where I've been targeting using that. So the jellyfish peptide is supposed to tighten your skin and help with sagging. And so I have been using that on my neck a few times a week, but it's a youth sculpting wand. I can go get it if you guys want to see it. I'll go get it, hang on. Just so you can see it in case anybody wanted that. All right, continuing on. Okay, so if you have like more of like, gotten customers with like jowls or sagging of the neck, really fine lines, smoker lines around lips, things like that. It is a little pricier, even though it's Pomifera, it is on, but the before and after pictures are so good. So it's called the Ageless Sculpting Wand. Again, I don't use this one every day, but I'll show you how it works. It's literally, I use this just a couple times a week, and I'm just targeting like genetically all the women in my family. You can see like thick lines, and so that's just, I'm just gonna do this a few times a week and we'll see if it makes a difference over time. And so, but that one I have gotten a lot. It will tighten your skin if you have drooping eyelids, anything like that. They have one for your eyes and one for, this is for your face and neck. And so really, really, really great. I can always tell like, whoo, this was like worked because of the amount of messages that I will get of like how life changing. So all right, that's it. That's what I go to bed like this, and I'll put on some lash serum and call it a day. Okay, let's unbox some bras. That was one thing that I was like, oh, when I got a smaller chest, like you're like, huh, I guess we're gonna have to do smaller bras. So I have a discount code for Ebby. It is Swan FS for free shipping 15, and that gets you free shipping and 15% off. So these are new arrivals, new colors that just dropped, all kinds of new stuff. And so let's look at it. How's everybody doing tonight? Yes, Missy loves the plump, which is that hyaluronic acid. It really does plumpen your skin. And the wand. Do I sleep with my hair down? Yeah, so I typically will sleep with my hair down. I hate like the way it feels when it's up. And so I sleep with it down, and I typically just like wrap it up like this, and then I lay. And not to say that's the expert way to do it, because if you've ever done a get ready with me in the morning video, you will know I look like I have wrestled 46 alligators. Like my hair is wild. The back of my hair especially I toss and turn, I roll and wiggle, and then I just brush through it with like a little volume and, you know, call it a day. So where did you get the banana mug? I got it from, I said Home Goods, but I actually got it from TJ Maxx. The Home Goods and TJ Maxx are like connected here in our area. So what a win. You don't even have to leave your, the parking space, but you do have to, first world problem, if you bought stuff at Home Goods here in Puerto Rico, you do have to take it to your car, because your buggies can't go from store to store, and they can't go out in the parking lot. They've like taken the rubber off of them, and so annoying, because I'm always like, what am I supposed to do with this buggy load of stuff? So you either have to pull up, unload, or you just carry your stuff in bags. So, and then you should go to your next store. And so what I love, so I think this was $4.99, but I thought, like, it's just so cute. I almost wish I would have gotten two. Do you ever find mugs? I have a mug problem. I really enjoy mugs. And sometimes like when it's a cute mug like this, and especially at TJ Maxx or Home Goods, where you're like, I might never find that again. I'm like, maybe I should buy two, because what if one of my kids is like getting it out of the dishwasher and drops it, and I lose my banana handle? Like, I probably should get two mugs, but instead I'm just going to love it and appreciate it. I only have a couple mugs since we've moved down here, and this is one of them, but it's my favorite. Okay, here we go. This is new color. How stunning. This is called Ash Rose. Also, I had FOMO. I saw other people like posting stories wearing these and showing them, and I was like, mine aren't here yet. It does take a little bit longer for things to get here. In particular, this package got sent to Tennessee, and I was supposed to do a live, and I was like, I don't have the goods. And so it just made more sense for them to send me a new one. So Natalie got some cute bras, and I was like, somebody enjoy them. They're just on my porch. And so she's got these, but look at this. I love this bra. This one is, I love how thick it is, but it's the wireless bra. So this is an Ash Rose, but I love the way these fit on, because they have thicker supportive straps, and they also have like, they are lower on. I'll try it on. I'll just show you how it is on.
What?
Not you, on the camera, but not on the camera. Hang on. Okay, so this one, this was what I already had on. This was just their seamless bra. So you can kind of see it's not super low, and on the medium and large, they have like a smaller strap, but this one is, it fits a little differently, and it's stunning, and so I'll show you. I have a tan one like this, and it is seriously just the most comfortable thing. It almost reminds you of like a bralette type look. Okay, so it is definitely, it's called Ash Rose, but it's almost like a perfect nude that you could wear underneath everything. And again, it's smooth, but it's like, if you ever wear t-shirts where you have, I am a rolly girl, like is what I would like to call it, like just have a lot of rolls. And I love theirs because it's very smoothing and it's very soft. So you could easily wear this and it goes, I'll show you where, like how they are on. So if that helps you to see like how does it fit kind of on like a real person. They're very, very comfy. And I love that this is like thicker and supportive. So the style of this one is the wireless bra. So, and it has no wires. It still gives you like a nice lift, but it is not uncomfortable at all. Like I literally will sleep in this. So, that was something I didn't know either, is that it's recommended you sleep in a bra like the rest of your life. If you get a reduction or a lift, and I had no idea. And so that would have sounded like absolute torture to me if someone had told me a few years ago. But this, I'm like, I have fallen asleep not even realizing I have it on. Like you don't come home, and you know that feeling when you wear an uncomfortable bra and you're coming home and you're like, I cannot wait to get this thing off my body. Like you don't feel like that at all with this. It almost just, it's really stretchy and really soft. And it just feels like, you know when you have good compression pants on, but they don't make you feel like you can't breathe, and you're like, I just feel like nice and supportive, but not uncomfortable. That's how you're gonna feel. All right. Here we go. ASMR, not really. Okay, here's another style. This one is the relief bra. It used to be called the only bra, like the only bra you ever need. This is the type of bra I was wearing right after surgery, but in bigger sizes than what I was. But it was because it clasped. So whereas this bra, you put it over your head like a sports bra, or you can step into it. Not everyone with range of motion, depending on your range of motion, my nose is itchy, I'm so sorry, can do that, right? So I like that they have this option. It is very comfortable for the relief bra, and this one's also a little lower cut. So if you're wearing more, a little bit of a plunge, this one is really pretty. So this is in the shade Pearl, and it's just a really pretty color. It's a white, a creamy white. But the relief bra gives a lot of support. It has like a silicone that reminds you of what an underwire would do, but without the pain. Okay, new color, Guava. Does anyone wanted to see what these look like in real life? I always think it's hard to tell like what something looks like from a picture online and then what it looks like in person. So this is Guava, and it is really pretty. So it's almost like I feel like they should have called this creamsicle. I joke all the time. I would have named it this, and I do it for everything. Eyeshadows, palettes, nail polish. Like I'm like, huh, well, if I was in it, I would have named it. This is Guava, not creamsicle, but does it look like a creamsicle to you? Do you guys see that? Do you name your things? And then I'll be like, can you drop that creamsicle bra? And they'll be like, I can't find a link for creamsicle. Like, oh, why? It's because I made that up. What was the actual name? Oh, it's Guava. Okay. What did that stuff underneath the neck, the jellies, you couldn't find it anywhere? Okay, so the jellyfish pet pen, if you go to Palma Fair's website, it's listed in the description of the video. If you click my link, and you're gonna go to the youth section, and it's like the little bar, like 3 bars, you know, where you can see the drop down, you go to youth, and then you're gonna go to ageless sculpting wand, and it's a jellyfish peptide, and it retracts. It does something to the skin that helps tighten and pull in. 100% of people in the clinical trial that used it saw results, which I think is amazing. Okay, high-waisted undies. I actually have this exact same pair on my body right now. Girl loves a good high-waisted panty. I will say these are not like, hey baby, look how hot I am tonight underwear, but these are like, I'm going to bed and it feels so good to be cozy and everything's staying where it's supposed to, and they're good. They don't move around. They're so soft and so comfortable. So I put the link for that in the description of the video and the code as well, so that way you get a discount. And I could go in the comments and put all those little combos. I saw somebody ask what the cream was, so I just used the Olivita FO7 cream. It's a aging face cream, and I used it with Palmifera Pure Oil. So those two together, and it just gives you like such a good glow. And it's really, really hydrating. If you have oily skin, don't get the face cream. You don't need it, like truly. But if your skin is on the drier side, which I guess I've just been getting a lot of sun exposure here, my skin is typically normal, and since we've been down here, it is more dry, but I do put on sunscreen daily, and I am outside a lot here, and so I did want like a really hydrating moisturizer. And then Palmifera Pure Oil, if you struggle with any of those deep wrinkles or sunspots, it is like a winner for sunspots, like those dark age spots, and you could use it on your arms, your hands. I had one client who she just wanted to try it for 2 weeks on just one hand, and her hand looked 20 years younger than this hand. Like it didn't even look like the same two people's hands. So Palmifera's Pure and the Palmifera Rose Oil are both really great for that. Does Adam use Palmifera? I wish. I should get him. If I did his skincare, he would do it, but he could care less. Nah, he's not doing skincare. But it's just in there making goofy jokes. Okay, this is the Balconette Bra. This is in the shade Adam. Okay, this is in the shade Lilac. So this is a new color that just dropped. So the Balconette bra is a little different than the other bras. So it does have where it can clamp in the back, which gives you like an actual lift. And then it is, I'm gonna show it like this, but if you can imagine, like you're almost popping out, if that's, but they stay where they're supposed to. But it is definitely a comfortable, like more seductive bra. Like you are spilling over in a really pretty way in this. So if you like wearing sundresses where everything's lifted and you know they look so good, a Balconette bra is so pretty. And such a good color. This, I love the color. I wasn't like a purple girl. Like I didn't like purple. I don't know if it's because Barney was a thing back in the day. And over the last like year or two, I catch myself like, I get purple nails. I have purple things. I have purple shoes. I just bought a full purple like top and bottom from Marshall's and to work out in. Like just love the color Lilac. It's love it. So a push-up bra, yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank ya, thank ya. Yes, you were told the Balconette bras are good for women with sagging issues. They really are, because they lift and like give the illusion of things are like really plump where there should be, or where you want them to be. Okay, this one is the Relief Bra in the shade Eden. Again, I would call this olive, but the shade Eden. I love this color for fall. What a good. And so this is just the same thing. Relief bra, same as the other relief bra, the one we saw in pearl. Okay. And lastly, gonna show you a little something. I also have undies. I can show them too. Their sheer bras are comfort meets sexy. You can wear them under a t-shirt. You feel comfortable all day long, but you take it off and pow, bow, chicka, wow, wow. These are cute on your body. So these are the Ebby bras and panties. The link is in the description of the video, and a discount code is in the description. So such good fall colors. These, I find it hard to show you what they look like on because they are completely see-through. But they give a nice little lift. This is one that I sleep in, not this particular color, but I have them in other colors. But sleep in them because they really are, like, they don't feel like you're wearing anything, but they also are really cute. So keep in mind, if you are going to be changing like in a public YMCA bathroom or anything, you are totally sheer. So just wherever you are, remember your sheer, but they are really, really comfy. Okay, so I'll show you the sheer high-waisted. This is in the shade Deep Ocean. That blue, that's the color. Yes, so there's a sale going on right now, and you can click my link, use my code, and you can stack the sale prices in addition to the discount. So they're stackable. So you can get the sale plus use the code on top of it and get free shipping and a discount. So it's really exciting. All right, here you go. Now, they make not high-waisted underwear, but I'm just probably gonna be a high-waister for life. Like, I need the support, I like the support. The only time I don't really wear high-waisted is if I'm wearing like jeans or something that's low cut, but let's be honest, like I don't really wear anything lower than this anyways. So, again, everything's peeping in these, but they are, I wish I could show you. I did try one time putting like stickers. I've tried another time with like those sticky things, and they just don't look good on. I can put it over my pants, I guess. I'll show you, hang on. Oh, I'm so sore from Pilates. I haven't even gotten to talk to you guys since I went to Pilates yesterday. Okay, so we went to, I'm gonna have to sit for this. So we went to a Pilates class. I went Thursday, and then Jenny was like, oh, well, I wish I had gone. And I was like, let's go again. I already could not move. So Friday we get there, and I'm like, okay, make sure to tell the girl, it's a new girl, right? I make sure and tell her, we're beginners. Just want to double check this is a beginner class. She's like, yeah. So she gets us in there, not kidding you, we did 400 isolated, like this, like pushing the carriage back and forth, then putting a band on your foot. I tried videoing myself for this one because I was like, I regretted that I didn't video me and Fifi. Here's what these look on. They are just really cute. You can't really tell how cute they are like this because this isn't very cute, but, and I'm so sorry, I don't even know if I'm gonna take it off right now, because the bending down, my whole area right here, so you lay on your side, you poke your foot forward, you bend your knee up, you sweep away. It's like this motion. At one point I was like, are you sure how many more? Like crying, laughing, and hurting. And there's just no way it was a beginner. It was like, do you want us to come back? Like, this is so hard. Both of us are incredibly sore today. But I told her, I was trying to do the move, and she kept saying, like, you need to put your hips on top of each other. And I was like, are they not? Like, I was laying on my side. She's like, no. And she's trying to adjust me, also in wonderful shape. And she was like, you move your leg like this. And I proceeded to tell her, I was like, did you play with Barbies growing up? And this is mid-class, and she gave me this look, and I was like, you know when you, like, Barbies can move their legs? I was like, I feel like we're trying to bend my leg, like the way the Barbie leg can't bend, and it might snap off. Like, I don't know if I am physically capable of this. And so after her trying to adjust me a little bit and work with me, she agreed that I should just keep doing it the very basic way. So I was like, my leg doesn't lift like that. Like, and she was like, well, you're really tight. So the more you do this, the more flexible you'll become. And that was like the only way I could describe her. She was like, okay, when you say you can't do it, like, why can you not do it? I was like, you know, on Barbies, like the leg's gonna snap off. The leg will snap. So I'm so sore. I think that's all I have for a tip now. Well, no, I mean, I have a brief. You want to see briefs? If you don't like high-waisted, like not sexy enough for you, I'll show you a brief in the shade Lilac. So then I get home and I'm telling Adam about it, and I got it on camera. So I'm gonna compile just like, I really am trying, but I'm just bad at it. And so I'm gonna compile those. Okay, if I did decide I was gonna wear, in a rare opportunity, low-waisted jeans, which why in the world would I ever wanna do that? But if I did, I have these that will go about this much under my belly button. They also have panties in thongs, they have them in sheer, they have all kinds of things. You can mix and match. If your underwear, like, you've had multiple children since the last time you bought new underwear, you probably should get some. If you can remember how old your underwear is, like in periods of years, might be a good time. If you have like the balls on the side, that's when I knew it really was great. But I still should go through. I am an underwear hoarder. How long do you keep bras? Well, if you looked in mine, I keep them way too long. Gosh, up until recently, like before we came here, we were going through like crying, laughing at some of the things. I could tell you like, oh, I remember buying this when I was nursing like my 15-year-old or my 12-year-old, you know, like, oh, I remember I bought this after this. And I'm not good at replacing bras until I started working with Ebby. And now it's like miraculously they arrive. It is one of the perks. I do get these. They send them to me for free, which is amazing. But I have the hardest time. I think also when you grew up, like I only had really one bra that I wore all the time for a lot. And then when you got a second bra, it was like really special, you know, because you're like, oh, I probably need 2 bras because, you know, it's kind of gross, but this is just real. And so I just keep bras and panties for a really long time, even when they're like gross. And so I have decided when they're like, but you know, they get so comfy, but if they're gross, throw them out and get a new one. Or when you get new ones, throw your old ones out. But in my mind, I guess there's just this thing of like, what if I needed it one day? Like, you know, or when all your other, you haven't done laundry in a while. Like, what if you need it? Just have all the stash back there. I am a bra and panty hoarder. It's horrible, but I have no problem tossing out Adam's. Like it has a hole, boop, done. But mine, they're like the straight, you know, the elastic is like fraying, and I'm like, no, don't get rid of that pair. That's a good pair. Like those are comfy. Yeah. Yes, like all stretched out. It's so bad. So if you are like that, this is your sign. Buy yourself a pair of panties. Okay, you guys, if you have questions about anything, okay, who has the oldest bra? Drop it below. Tammy might be winning right now. She has some from 20 years ago. I am right at ya. So I can tell you I still have bras that I bought from Victoria's Secret, and it was a huge splurge because bras are expensive. And at that time, and it is leopard print, and I still have it, and it is not even the right cup size, but I have not gotten rid of it, and it is stretched out. But that one's probably my oldest bra, and I have a kid almost driving. So, so funny. Yeah. And if you're not like that, I have friends who they aren't that way. They're like, no, why would I keep it if it's like gross or like I don't use it or it's not the right size? And I'm like, yeah. Christy, she's in the winter, 22 years. Oh, I have them older. Hang on. I have my Mammal's panties. Hang on. Hang on. I think I'm about to win my own thing. Where are they? I saw them the other day. Okay, so we went through. I have Mammal's panties, so I guarantee these. She's been dead now. Gosh, she died when Lola was 6 weeks old, and Lola's almost 10. So these were probably, they were from when she was skinny, so they were probably 40 years old then, because she was skinny like in her 40s. No, so 20, 25. So we're gonna go at 30-year-old underwear. Probably as old as I am. Well, I'm not even 30 anymore. Oh man. Do you ever do that? I had someone sit by me on a plane and they were like, yeah, my daughter's turning 24. And I literally was like, oh, like we're close to the same age. And then I got to thinking, I was like, I am not 24 years old. I feel like I am. And then I meet someone who's 24 and I realize I'm not 24 years old. Okay. And I brought them down here. I know this sounds so silly, but I've not even worn these. Okay, but they are, have you ever seen these? No, I've never worn them. So this sounds, I don't know if you're sentimental about stuff. I also brought a bathrobe that was hers. I brought down all Papa's t-shirts. I knew there was a chance we would be like staying here. And when we cleaned out her stuff, I like kept some of her nightgowns and we were going through undies and I was like, well, I'm not keeping any underwear back there. I'm taking all my underwear with me and I didn't want to get rid of these. So I brought Mama's panties with me. So, and I don't know why there's something like sentimental, but I just felt like they're just like feminine granny, literal granny panties. And I brought them with me to Puerto Rico. Now I don't even know if I would wear them, but I just felt like I didn't want to lose them. Them. So also Mama was like snatched in these. I honestly wish, but look, they're worn out. These got some wear and tear on them. But I really wish I could find a link for this one because these are good. Those are my Mama panties. So that's funny. They really are pretty though. She just had great style. It was really cute. And I didn't keep all her underwear, but I did keep this one. And also, I'm like, what am I gonna do with that? But I'm just missing them. Like, I like things and I'm emotional about things and I like am connected. Like goodness gracious, like I just don't like to get rid of stuff. So even things that are weird or like have my Papa's handkerchiefs or I don't know, I just like, they like, you only get little pieces of people back. You have almost the same pair of your grannies in a Ziploc and you have our nightgowns too. Clarissa, we are soul sisters, my friend. Oh, my Mama would die right now. She didn't even like to be posted like a picture on the internet because she did not want, even though she didn't follow a bunch of people or anything, and I wasn't like, didn't have a big following yet when she passed away. And if she knew I showed her underwear on my video, she would have just died. But she's already died, so here we are, Granny. Should be happy I kept them. No, she was actually not a hoarder at all. She would have been like, just get rid of them, Courtney. Like, do not let them take up extra space. You don't need any excess. She was really good to like purge. And I say that. She had like swim caps from, I was too emotional like after Papa died and after she passed away, that going through it. If I was like in a point like mentally stable that I am now, that I could look through these things with you. They're really funny, really comical, like really, but I just cried nonstop, like between being pregnant with Veda when it happened and then being postpartum, going through all of it. I just cried all the time. So I didn't really get to do any like, look what I found videos, but I guess I'm doing it now. But you have PJs from her mom. Yeah, I brought stuff down here. Like Lexi had on Papa's shirt today, and I just like, you know, it's just like the little things are like, I don't want these to go missing. Like I just want them. And so, anyways. All right, y'all, if you have questions about anything, you can send me a message. If you wanted turmeric, there's a discount code in a link if you need panties or bras. That discount code is SWAN FS15, and then I will take a little picture of like my skincare routine, and these were my Christmas pajamas, but they are not available, but I wear them all year, but currently not. So all right, friends, I should do a quilt out of all the material parts of their old clothes. I would love that. Yes.
Panties,
no, I'm gonna keep the panties. I'm not gonna quilt the panties. I'm just gonna keep them. Speaking, okay, well, this will be the end of our sentimental, but I'll show you. I'm sleeping under my mom's blanket right now, and it has holes, and I haven't patched the holes. Oh, he's in his underwear. I forgot. He goes, girl, what are you doing? I about scared him to death. He literally jumped. Okay, so here is Mama's blanket. That I have had this since I was 17, and y'all, it is falling apart. He said it looks like something you make me sleep with. It's because your feet get stuck in this, but let me just show you. If you've never seen this before, I've showed it like a couple times, but it is a literal hole. I've bought a hole patch kit. There's a hole there, there's a hole there. But y'all, this is the softest. And it's like, I don't know, I just feel so cozy. It used to smell like her, but it doesn't anymore. But I just like it. And so, but I've got to fix the holes because at some point somebody's like really gonna rip it. And maybe I'll do that live with you guys. I bought a quilt patch kit from Amazon, and it looks like you only have to iron. So yeah, if I kept all of them, I could just sew together a panty blanket. She would have died. Okay, you guys, I love you. I hope you have a good night. If you have questions about anything, you can send me a message. If you have a blankie too that you carried into multiple marriages, we are the same person. I could patch the blanket with the panties, Kathy. That's funny. Okay, bye guys. Have a good night.